I can't wait for this week's episode, but you know what? I know you guys are anticipating the cast, so let's bring out the cast. Playing Kung Fu's resident hot hubby, Dennis Hong, we have Hong Kong. And then we have the bubbly genius tech sister, Althea. And then we of course have Nikki Shen herself, Olivia Lam. And we have the man who knows everything we need to know about the mythical arts, Eddie Liu, who plays Henry. Eddie Liu. Our baddie, with an equally badass fight, Yvonne Chapman. And we also have our doctor, who may be having a little love brewing this season, Ryan John Reseda. I am so excited to chat with you all. As you know, I'm invested in this show. I've been so obsessed with the show, and now you have a season 3 coming, so congrats on that. But now we're on season 2, 4 episodes in. So much is going on. We have Russell Tan, we have Jalan's coming back, you know, Alvia's career path, you know, we finally get to see Eddie's apartment. You know, what are you most excited for fans to experience this season for your characters? Olivia, go and
Ooh, what I'm most excited, first of all, hi. Wow, thanks for being here, you guys. We love you. What I'm most excited for everyone to see in regards to Nikki's journey is her kind of exploring the gray area. We saw her be very good season 1, and season 2 has brought some more trouble to the Shens, and it's really fun to see her kind of start to maybe live in the gray area a little bit of like, this is not right, but I want to do this for my family. So it's been fun to explore that.
And then Shannon?
Oh, hi everyone, thanks for being here. Yes, Althea. I am excited for everyone to see her journey throughout the season. She has decided to be her own tech CEO boss, which is really cool, and so she has ups and downs as everyone does, and I think she's really relatable, and it's really fun to see her interact with, you know, Dennis and her sister and her family and everyone, and be in the, what we like to call the Shooby gang, or the Scooby gang, and it's oh, her clothes will always be awesome, so that's not a spoiler, but I'm excited for everyone to see that.
And then Tony, you want to add in as a hubby?
Yeah, thank you all for being here, first and foremost. And thanks for watching the show. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing people watch Dennis fail more. In the last episode, you see Dennis lose Althea's lovely Clementine, and you're going to see a little bit more of that. And I love that, because in season 1, you see this perfect athlete, fiance turned husband, who just does everything right. But in season 2, this is not the end of his mishaps. So I'm looking forward to the fans seeing more of that.
We'll go down to Eddie.
They already thanked you guys for being here, so I'm not going to do that. I am really excited for everyone to see the relationships sort of weave in different ways, and you see new permutations of characters working together, like you did in episode 4. And it was so fun to see the Scooby Gang get into shenanigans. I am excited for you guys to see more of Henry's apartment. As it turns out, he is not a homeless. He does not live in the library.
What does the apartment look like?
It's
The shower,
hipster chic.
Okay.
it's charming. The shower is in the sink. Like, it looks crazy.
Look, I didn't put it there. What was Shannon? What was Shannon's reaction?
Thank you, next.
And also for Henry more specifically, we see more about his family background, and we see, as it turns out, he has this estranged father who comes back into his life and says he wants to be in his life, and Henry's not too keen on that, and it looks like there's going to be a lot more mystery to explore with that relationship, especially because Danny is working for somebody. We don't know who.
Or Ivan?
Hi everyone. Oh my gosh, this is so exciting. For Jalan, I'm really excited for her to continue to be a badass, especially with Nikki. There is a fight coming up in the next episode that I absolutely love.
It was like our top 3 favorite.
For sure, and I'm really excited for everybody to see that. So more of that throughout the whole season for sure. But also you just see Jalan in a wholly new, different way from last season. There's a lot of discovery for her this year as she got out of jail because this one kicked my butt and put me in there and I got out. So now we get to see her on a whole new journey. That's going to be exciting.
Hello. Wow. What was the question, sorry?
Excited for fans to experience for the season.
Oh, yeah. Well, in terms of Ryan, Ryan is courting, so that, if that's the word to use, with Sebastian. So I'm excited for fans to see like interactions between Ryan and Sebastian. Will they get together? Won't they? Who knows?
They better.
Shout out to Hot Chef.
I know.
Shout out to Hot Chef Jay Boot. Also, I'm excited for fans to see Ryan get more involved with the adventures of this Shubi gang.
Well, Olivia, I do have to ask you this because, you play Nikki, the hero protagonist who does everything right, and, which is very different from the baddie of Legacies, Alyssa Chang. And how does it feel now to be the moral compass of the series? Like, do you ever miss being bad? Maybe we could see Nikki grow a little darker?
I miss being bad for sure. Alyssa Chang was so much fun to play. She was kind of a mean girl, kind of a bully. She was casting spells all over the place, and I'm like very non-confrontational as a person, so I was getting all of my angst out through Alyssa Chang. And so like, I guess we watch Yvonne be a baddie, and I'm like, oh, that's nice sometimes. It's nice to sometimes not do the right thing. It's good to be bad. But yeah, I mean, it's also a privilege to be Nikki, who, is so good, and she inspires me and as Olivia to be better.
Are we going to see maybe a darkness come out of her? Well, with Eddie, Eddie, with Henry, we know a bit about your character last season. We thought you lived in the community center, the library, because you were always there. But it's so refreshing to see you actually have a place. And, was there anything that you told the showrunners last year that you really wanted to touch on for Eddie, like for this season?
I can name of one small thing off the top of my head. So I am Hakka Chinese, we speak Hakkanese, and unfortunately I don't know much of the dialect anymore. My family came to the States by way of India. So I thought it would be cool, and I asked our great showrunners, Christine and Bob, I said, hey, it would mean a lot to me if there was some way we could work a little bit of the Hakka dialect into the show, just like, I don't need a plot point, just like a small little throwaway kind of thing, just so that I could, in a way, canonize my culture into a Western Hollywood produced major thing. And that's going to be thank you, yeah. I don't know if my parents are going to see this before the episode comes out this week, but you're going to see me speak like one sentence in it, and that's going to be a nice little, don't tell them. Okay, guys, thank you. So I asked them at the top of the season, can I do that? And they're like, yeah, sure, we'll do it. And then they did it, and it was exactly what I had asked for, and it means so much to me that they would do that, because the show, these people, the people behind the show, really take the culture and respecting it so seriously, and yeah, that was really great. I appreciate that, guys.
Yay! Well, I do want to talk about my baddie, Jilan, who is, like you guys all know, like I love Jilan, and she goes through a transformation this season, wanting world domination to just now wanting to take down Russell Tan. What has been most fun from going from this high-end fashionista fighter to getting to the nitty-gritty version of her?
I love that, because I think the version of her that you see this season season lived underneath all of the glam last season. And so for her to be stripped down of that, especially in the first couple episodes, was really interesting because I think it really got to the core of her backstory, which I love that the showrunners did, was give her something really in depth for me to hold on to. And she's just not just a baddie. Like, she comes from a really, really tragic upbringing, and being able to play those nuances has been such a joy for me. Along with all the fighting and all the other stuff, all the fun stuff that comes along with it. So.
No, definitely. But I do want to touch on Ryan is having a moment with the new chef. You know, Harmony Dumpling Sebastian.
Hot chef.
Yes, hot chef. What is going on with this new chef, Red? Will he finally find love? You know, last season he lost like a potential love. Now, you know, it's a will they, won't they? But you know what? He deserves love.
You're absolutely correct. He does deserve love. Everyone does. Yeah, well, it's been, you know, season 1 for Ryan was you know, experiencing Joe, and it sort of didn't end in the best way, and so, you know, Ryan deserves that love, and so he's seeking it out in the off season, so to speak. He was, you know, doing his thing, and he finds Sebastian, the new line cook, and the dude is like hot AF. Like,
Really,
like,
really cute.
Yeah,
And he cooks.
I'm glad that his nickname is Hot Chef. We didn't even come up with that, just sort of like happened, like, oh, yo. So yeah, so I've already forgotten the question, bro, but like I'm excited for people to see it. Yeah.
Okay. Well, you know, Shannon, you know, Althea has the funniest reactions, and you know, and the funniest parts of the stories, and some of them turn into memes. Like, I really love that. You know, she has to deal with the overbearing mother-in-law, worried about her sister's adventures, you know, last season bachelorette and then wedding, and then dealing with difficult work environments, and now her own company and the destruction of her baby Clementine. You know, what has been the most fun in Althea's, you know, adventures and her reactions?
Most fun. I would say I really love playing Althea. I really do appreciate how the writers, I feel like for everyone, kind of eventually took everyone's personality and their essences and like dove them into our characters, and like throughout from the pilot to like now, I feel like we're very similar. Everyone's like, oh, that's so Eddie. Oh, that's so Liv. Like, you know. So I am grateful for Althea's arc. I don't know where I'm going with it, but it's really fun. I love, actually my favorite part this season was episode 4 of season 2, which just aired last week, where it revolves around Clementine, her favorite first car, aka her baby, the symbol of her independence. Her car gets stolen, and the gang has to go out and find this car. And my favorite part was the car chase that we did, and the fact that we got to do that, and it almost turned like drama into a comedy, and we're like, wow, this is really fun. People are loving it. We're laughing and everything. So I've just been really grateful to be able to, you know, have those dramatic moments and have those, you know, bring that levity as well. So I'm really grateful, and yeah, there's a lot of good memes out there. We're very memeable.
Keep them coming.
Keep
love it.
coming. Yeah.
Well, speaking of Clementine, Janice left the keys in the car while the car was still running.
Yeah.
You have to explain yourself on that.
And double parked. Who does that?
Yes. Tell me, please explain yourself. And also, Dennis is so perfect, and I know you said we're going to get into the nitty gritty, but just how perfect, like, are you as perfect as this character, and what can you tell us more about this expression of this character?
What are you guys laughing?
I didn't laugh.
That's fair. Well, I don't pee on the toilet seat. And I don't play Dungeons and Dragons every weekend. Not every weekend. So I'm probably more perfect than Dennis. Now, to be fair though, Dennis is, I thought I was a pretty cool guy, but then once I learned about this Dennis character, I think I'm not that great. And actually, to be honest, I relate a lot with Dennis. I just saying backstage that I love playing StarCraft. I enjoy playing 3v3 StarCraft with my friends on Friday night instead of going out. I'll go Zerg, I'll go Terran, I'll go Protoss, doesn't matter, you know? I'll go different strategies, I will pivot mid-game.
That was a different language.
Yes. So, I relate with Dennis very much, and I love playing the character.
Well, this is for any of you who want to jump in. We get to see some fun episodes like car chases, going undercover at a college, Dungeons and Dragons, What other fun adventures do you want to see your characters go through? Any other fun undercover Scooby adventures?
Take it.
Talked about it in the Christina Bob, please listen. Please.
We just thought it'd be great to have one at like a convention, where like the big bad might look so like I don't know, comical so to speak, and that person would be able to blend into the convention, and then like Henry and Nikki would like run in and be like, okay, where is it? Oh my goodness, there's so many people around, and then they'd find like Dennis in like full wizard gear.
Yeah.
That would be a convention is my answer.
Yes.
Con.
That would be
Yeah.
amazing. And I second that. I retweet that.
The motion has passed.
Well, other than Dennis, would any of the other characters kind of wear a costume, just incognito, and what would it be?
I feel like Ryan.
Ryan is canonically a comic book fan.
Yeah.
Like it's in there, so he should be there. He should be fully cosplayed. Who do you think Ryan would be? Sorry, Larry. Who do you think Ryan would
Who do
cosplay?
you think Ryan would cosplay?
I would say, what'd you say?
Superman.
Superman? I would have said Spider-Man. That's what I would say. Yes, for Ryan. I think that sort of suits.
Okay, well, Kung Fu isn't Kung Fu without their relationships, aka ships. We have Hickey, we have Ziggy, which is here, Nevin, Kevin, Derwin, Deb, Pebbles and Bam Bam, Mama Baba, and one that Olivia suggested, Sebastian, Maybe and Sebastian.
Yes.
First off, Olivia, explain yourself.
Get that.
Okay. When you guys watch episode 5, which airs this week, you will feel the chemistry oozing off of me.
Oozing out of those
Sebastian. Yes, out of those dumplings. And then you guys can come back to me and say I was right. And that's
Things
all
get
I'm
steamy in the kitchen.
saying. That's right.
The dumplings aren't the only thing.
That's right.
Well, second, everyone, who is your favorite ship? And who is endgame for you guys? And then this is not only for overall, but also for Nikki at the end. So 2 questions. For who your favorite ship overall, and then one for Nikki.
Overall, I gotta say is Mama and Baba. They are goals for like, they're so sweet. That to me is the ultimate ship.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah. When you have like Taima and King Watan playing like the adult couple on the show, we watch them and they're amazing actors and all that stuff, and then the way they play those characters with so much heart, and they bring this anchor of gravity to the zaniness of our shows and the hour of zaniness between these youths that you see on stage, and it's one of our favorite parts. They're a couple goals for sure.
Yeah, I don't know if, so when we were all auditioning for the pilot, it was during the time when the article came out that the parents of our show was going to be Taima and Kingha, and I remember all of us being in the auditions together, and we're like, oh my god, did you see this? Oh, now we really want this job. Like this is another level.
Yeah.
So I think on screen and off screen, they're both awesome and amazing parental figures for us. And then whenever we all get together, they really are like our parents. We like turn into little kids. It's funny. I feel bad for them sometimes.
My favorite couple is, especially after episode 4, Althea and Dennis. They are, you guys, they're so funny. In episode 4, I've rewatched it like 30 times, all of their scenes. They're incredible together. And then, you guys make up at the end, and there's a big kiss, and it's so cute. And you guys are my couple goals.
We paid her to say that.
Well, now I do want to know about Nikki, because that's the biggest thing that's going on about the relationships. We have Nikki, we have Ziggy, and then we have Nevin, but then we also have Kevin, like Henry and Evan. And then we have a threesome thing one that they have for 3 of you guys.
It's called a throuple, Laura.
I know, I'm like, it's CW, so whatever they tell me you have. But yes, who are you guys for Nikki? Because like I always ask this for every question, but I need to know who do you guys ending for Nikki?
I want to hear everyone's first.
Yeah, you gotta go first.
Endgame for Nikki, like who she's.
Yes.
This is gonna be controversial.
You're just asking who you want to see her end up with? Is that
Yes.
basically
Oh,
the...
obviously Henry. Wait, is this a trick question?
Yeah, I feel like a trap here.
No, I was like, oh no. Look how cute they look together. I know. Yes.
Okay. Anyone want to interject?
I think there's going to be a new challenger
Oh.
who's going to put up a battle.
I'm not saying
His name
dare
is Dennis.
Okay, so he always has this
Not for us.
This show is gonna go
He
on
always
for
has this joke, whenever, like, after we're doing a scene, and it's like Dennis and Althea, and then
there's Nikki.
and then we like yell, it's like cut, and then all of a sudden it's a joke that Dennis
Actually has
he would
eyes
just
on
go,
Nikki.
I'm with the Roshan sister. It's just hilarious, but you know, and hey, you never know.
You never know.
The CW drama, guys.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, well, I asked some of our fans who live tweet with us, like I live tweet the show all the time, so I interact with a whole bunch of the fans, and they gave me a bunch of questions to ask you guys. You know, and Dandelion, who always tweets with us, Kung Fu stands out against a lot of hero stories on television because heroes and villains are mostly women. Why do you think it's important to see women saving the day like Nikki? Or, you know, trying to hold an ancient power of less good motives like Jilan? Like, why is it important to see women kind of be the heroes and the villains?
Because women are the heroes
Yeah.
in the world. I mean, women run the world. And it needs to be seen. It's very straightforward for me. Yeah, I think that women are incredible and can do anything, and it's very empowering to play a woman who is very strong and powerful, and I think it's important to see that on screen so that any woman who ever feels like she's put in a box or silenced or anything can look towards these badass women of all different, in all different ways. Althea's a badass, Shuran's a badass, Meili's a badass. Like, it's really incredible to see this like array of incredible women just doing what women honestly just do every day.
And then even for it's great to see not only women be heroes, but also be villains, because it's always like the woman hero, but then it's like the man is like, I'm gonna take care of this. But we also have like someone who is like, has a lot of layers to them and is a villain. How important was it like to kind of see that as a woman, like actually have a villain too?
Oh, incredibly important. I mean, I'm wearing it on my shirt.
Yeah.
So what?
You fight the best, you know, like we get to be badasses too, and like you said, to actually see that human experience in her too, because what I love is there's nothing gratuitous on the show. There's nothing just for the sake of being, like bad for being bad. There's not that. There's always a motive behind it, and yeah, we get to represent that too. Of course we do. We're good at it.
And you know, this is what I love about the show is that we get to see so many different layers. We're not stuck to one type of like character, like how it's like one Asian person in the show. We have so many different layers because we have so many amazing like characters and who bring so many different layers to them and different personalities. Like when you guys first read the script, this is my own question. When you first read the script, how amazing was it to kind of see that we get to play different parts of ourselves too? Anyone?
It's kind of what you hope for as an actor, honestly, because it's like, part of the appeal is just to be able to step into a totally different psyche, a totally different character. It's the challenge, it's the thrill of it. So for me personally, that was such an exciting thing, because I mean, I personally can't say that I'm too much like Jalan. I talk about murdering, so.
You're the opposite. You are the nicest, sweetest person. We always vote Yvonne as least likely like her character.
Thank you. But obviously I do love her very, very, very much. But it's because of that, it's because I get to step into something completely outside of myself.
Well, this is from Vanalis. If Jalan and Nikki are secretly karaoke buddies, what would be their song?
Oh,
That's a great question.
Ooh, this is really good.
It needs to be a duet.
Yes.
What's
It's romantic.
Islands in the stream.
Say it again?
Islands in the stream.
I would love
not
to.
familiar, but that's it.
No one wants to hear me sing, by the way.
Me either. I'm terrified.
I want to hear you sing.
Never gonna happen.
Musical episode, what?
Nikki will be in a coma.
Musical episode? Sometimes we joke. Sometimes we joke that we want it, and everyone's like, just kidding, but I'm not. I'm ready.
Well, I hope we see more dancing from like Alvia, because we got to see a little bit of dancing from like this season, early in the first episode, and also last season. So hopefully we get to see more. Are we gonna see more fun adventures, just fun times for you guys?
I think so. I think especially after episode 4, like, it's very easy to watch us just have fun with each other. So I hope that's incorporated more next season.
Yeah, I feel like even if it's not like an actual fun plot necessarily, you still see us being fun with each other. You see like our real friendships shining through.
We are really friends.
Except for that guy John at the end of the panel.
Wow. Wow, bro, okay.
Dude, you see they put us like this far apart?
Get us together, bro.
They know we would get in trouble.
Yeah, this is on purpose.
Well, this is for Tony, John, and Shannon. It's from Andrew. He said he wants to know, we see Olivia, Henry, and Yvonne get to do some awesome fight sequences. Would you guys ever want to take part of the action? Will we see you guys take part of the action? So both, 2 separate kind of questions.
I would love to watch Dennis kick Ryan's ass. That's my answer.
Okay, well, Ryan can definitely kick Dennis's ass in basketball all day, every day. The actors who play Dennis and Ryan, the Ryan character, the actor of Ryan can kick Dennis's ass in basketball all day, every day. So it would kind of mimic, Ryan imitates.
Reported.
All right. Well, this isn't Twitter, so you can't just say reported and expect it.
Fake news.
I will say you get to see Dennis get a little bit in on the action in episode 6, and it's very cool.
Very juicy.
Yes.
Juicy. Okay. Well, are we gonna do you guys ever feel like you want to be part of the action too? Like, Shannon, do you ever see like, okay, they're kicking, I want to be part of that action?
Oh, yeah, they make it look so fun and so easy. Of course, I think we all would like to be part of that in that world. But as of now, Althea is strictly on the tech side, which she does great, and I love that everyone has their own skill, and everyone comes together to help Nikki and her quest. And so everyone is on the action, definitely, just in different ways. But yeah, if Althea got into action, I'm sure she'd have like a cool outfit and some heels on or something.
You would be amazing at it, Shannon.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? We do kickboxing together, and she's so good at learning all of the technique and all of the.
I have a lot of anger, so
She's so good.
it's just easy. Yeah.
But Shannon, you realize that Althea is literally a keyboard warrior.
I love that. Thank you. Yes. I am a keyboard
For those of you
warrior. Thank
watching, aspire to be, if you want to be a keyboard warrior, Althea is the example you should reach for.
Thank you.
And this is from our friend Nikki. Which character arc has been the most surprising for you guys? Anyone wants to jump in?
That I have an apartment?
I would say
Maybe part of them, maybe not.
it blew me away that Dennis played D&D, and I loved it. I loved that little spin.
Yeah. Part of Henry's character arc this season, we just got a tease of it with his dad coming in and the end of the episode, spoiler alert. Maybe his dad is not so good. So I'm very excited to see where that goes.
Played by the amazing Terry Chen, who I don't mean this to say like, oh, he's old, but like in a way I kind of grew up watching him, I've seen him in so many things, so it's so cool to have. We have amazing guest stars, and it's really great to have somebody like Terry play my dad. Who looks like he should be my older brother, but he's like my dad.
Yeah.
It's very cool.
Well, John, you have any surprising character arc that really surprised you this season? Or even last season?
Yeah, you will get to see it later this season because it shocked me when I first saw it. I was like, oh, cool, all right. And then, so I feel like you will very much enjoy what the rest of the season has to offer.
Dude, that's so ambiguous. That's so ambiguous. Who is
I might
involved?
as well have just
You're
been
talking
silent.
about you, right?
Sorry?
You're talking about you?
Oh, Ryan?
Or are you talking about
Someone-
Talking about a fish?
situation?
I'm so sorry. I personally hate spoilers, and so it's really weird for me to be talking about this because, like, what would I want to hear? Nothing. Like if I like it, I'm just gonna watch it. So if you like, keep watching. Keep watching.
Things will happen.
Things happen.
Juicy things.
Is that about Sebastian and Mei Leland?
Ooh.
Sure, Laura.
Not one of those.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay, for those who fight on the show, this is from Daniel. Do you find that like from last season and this season, there is like it's your sophomore season. So do you guys feel like your fighting has improved, or do you feel like you've like really gotten the flow of things? Like how is it for you from going from the